my name is Christal Burnette. I'm an Okinawan health and plant specialist living on Okinawa, Japan. I have studied and researched at a university in Okinawa, and I speak fluent Japanese. Today I'm going to talk about my favorite component, and that is fukoidan. It is my favorite because the most pure fukoidan that you can get is from Okinawa, Japan. Also, fukoidan has great health benefits for the body. For anyone that takes it, fukoidan is an extremely powerful component, and when you take it in supplement form, it is very good for you. Today I'm going to talk about the 3 effects that fukoidan has had on my body. First, I want to show you, again, if you have not seen it, this is mozuku seaweed. You can only get pure fukoidan from mozuku seaweed. You can get fukoidan from other seaweeds such as mekabu, hijiki, kombu, whatever, but you cannot extract pure fukoidan because there are other components inside that seaweed that get mixed with it. So actually, a lot of supplements on the market are only 5% fukoidan or 1% or 0, but that is in my other video where I talk about fake fukoidan supplements. So if you are taking a fukoidan supplement, you are on the right track. Everyone has different reactions to supplements and foods and medicines, right? So I'm just going to talk about my personal experience taking fukoidan and the very interesting effects it has had on my body. Okay, let me start by saying that I've been taking fukoidan for at least 2 years now. I am still just barely in my 20s. I am a healthy individual. I am just taking it for prevention and to change up the dosage and see how it affects me. Now, fukoidan is recommended to people that have cancer. I'm just gonna say it. That's why the majority of people who purchase fukoidan take large dosages of fukoidan. As I was testing the different dosages and going about my day to see what happened, I found 3 interesting effects that fukoidan did to my body. Number 1, I think, is the most interesting, and it is also a benefit, or it can be very annoying. It is that fukoidan prevents me from getting drunk. Now, fukoidan is very good for the organs in your body, specifically the liver. I realized that I started not being able to get drunk as easily, not even tipsy, nothing. And it wasn't that I was aiming to get super drunk, it was just I would go out with my friends, I'd have a few beers, and then I just wasn't feeling like anything at all. And then I'd have like more beers and I still wasn't feeling anything at all. And I was like, this is really weird. I'm not getting drunk at all. I guess I'm just having an off day. And then I kept, going out with my friends the next week or the next month, and it kept happening. And then I was also not getting as hungover. And I thought the whole thing was very weird. And then it hit me. I'm taking fukoidan every single day. Let me not take it the day before I go out drinking with my friends and see what happens. The next morning, wake up, go about my day, I feel fine, I don't feel any different, and then I go out drink with my friends, and then as I used to in the past, I have like 2 or 3 beers or whatever is it, glasses of wine, and just then I start like getting tipsy in I hit my usual limit that I've always known. So then it hit me, it's fukoidan. But I didn't just test this once, I test this multiple times. So I would take fukoidan before I go to bed, and then the next day I go out with my friends and then not get drunk at all. And then I tested it again. This is very interesting if you want to manipulate this feature. So if you don't want to get drunk, and if you want to be like, for example, you just want to kind of show off like, oh, I don't get drunk, I can take shot after shot after shot. You can take quite a bit of fukoidan the day before and then go out drinking, and it will prevent you from getting as drunk. Please no one go crazy and like test this and then say like, I got alcohol poisoning, because you went absolutely crazy. If you take shot after shot after shot after shot, I'm sure you'll get drunk, because I did test that. I took fukoidan the day before, and then I went out with my friends, and then the night kept going on and on. This is in Japan, by the way, where people really like to drink, and shots were coming after shot. And it took quite a few shots actually, but then eventually I was starting to feel the effects. So my point being is that fukoidan makes it harder for me to get drunk. Not completely, it doesn't prevent me from getting drunk, it just makes it harder. If you don't want to get as drunk with your friends, if you want to really prevent that, then that is great. I got a little bit annoyed because drinking more alcohol just gets more expensive. So, but anyway, it's how you see it. You want to get drunk or not get drunk, you can use fukoidan to help that. And with that being said, when I go out drinking before I go to sleep, I definitely take Fucoidon because it helps break down the formaldehyde that is in alcohol, which causes a hangover. So you get very dehydrated. That's what a hangover is. When you take Fucoidon, it helps your body digest all those particles, and it helps you be not as hungover the next day. So Fucoidon and alcohol is like a beautiful dance that is happening. It can go the way you want it to or the way you don't want it to. But anyway, this is my personal experience. If you have had this experience, I would love to hear about it in the comments below. Effect number 2 that Fucoidon has on me personally and my friends when I gave them free samples of Fucoidon supplement. It is that Fucoidon, for example, I took Fucoidon, I took a lot. Like I said, I took a 400, 800, a lot of milligrams to see what happened. And as I said, I always take it the night, but right before I go to sleep, because that's usually when I take supplements. And I wake up in the morning and my body just dispels everything out of my body. It just makes you go to the bathroom, makes you do number 2, like cleans out your body. So I lowered the dosage, and then the next day I still had to go to the bathroom, but it wasn't as like intense. And then lowered the dosage more, and now I've found a good dosage for me, which is about 200 milligrams, where it helps me go to the bathroom. So instead of, I have a tendency to be constipated, just being honest, it helps me not be constipated, which is really nice. It's really cool. But if you take too much, then you're just gonna not have a great time in the bathroom. So when I gave the supplements to my friends, a week later, I said, how was it? How are you feeling? And they're like, oh, this is great. But Christal, like, I went to the bathroom 5 times this morning. And I was like, okay, lower the dosage. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you that. I forgot to tell all my friends that. And then they come back to me and tell them that they had a crazy time in the bathroom. Christal, what was that? And I say, oh, I'm sorry, should have told you about that. So you need to always test the dosages with you and see how it affects your body. But personally, for me and my friends that I gave free samples to, it kind of made everyone go to the bathroom. So that is good for some people that have difficulty with those things. If you clean out your body, that's also good as well. It doesn't feel so great, so I don't highly recommend it. If you've had that experience, I'd love to hear about it. It is Fucoidon. It is the second interesting effect. I'm not saying benefit. I mean, it kind of is a benefit sometimes, effect that Fucoidon has on my body personally. Number 3, this effect can be a benefit or not, depending on how much Fucoidon I take. If you know about Fucoidon, you know that one of the greatest effects it has on the body is that it lowers blood pressure. So the third effect that Fucoidon has on my body is that it lowers my blood pressure. However, if you take too much, it will lower your blood pressure too much, and you don't want low blood pressure. So I found when I was taking high dosage of Fucoidon that I was feeling dizzy, and I tested my blood pressure, it was very low. But if I take a good dosage, found the sweet spot, which I say for me personally is about 200 milligrams before I go to bed, then it keeps my blood pressure at a very good level. For example, when I went back to America to visit my family, I had just been on a plane. It takes like 2 days to get back to Florida. So I was on a plane for more than 20 hours, and your body gets very swollen and you just don't feel good. And it was a lot of jet lag, and I just was eating American food because there was a lot of healthy options back at home, and it just was not good for my body. But I was still consistently taking Fucoidon every day, and I went to the doctor while I was there, and they took my blood pressure, and I thought, like, my body cannot be good after this crazy American trip that I'm going through. And she just took my blood pressure and she said, whoa, your blood pressure is perfect. And then my friend who I was with said, and you had coffee, Christal. Like, how your blood pressure is perfect, you just had coffee. Like, and then the nurse said, oh, so if you had coffee and if you didn't have coffee, your blood pressure might have been a little lower. I was just listening to these two people go back and forth. I'm thinking in my head, so okay, so the dosage that I take, and then I always have coffee in the morning, and I'm just thinking of, you know, the things that could affect my blood pressure. It was just very interesting, but she did tell me my blood pressure was perfect. So it was very cool that Fucoidon, I found the sweet spot of the dosage that can keep my blood pressure in check, help me go to the bathroom properly, and keep me from getting drunk, or if I want to or not. So those are the 3 effects that fukoidan has had on me personally. I'm not saying these are going to happen to you. If you have a fukoidan supplement, I think it'd be pretty cool to check it out. If you have not had these effects, like I said in the beginning of the video, your fukoidan supplement is likely fake. I've already talked to a cancer center. They showed me multiple bottles of fukoidan that are sold in the United States and some other countries, and they told me that they tested all the supplements, and my supplement, Okinawan fukoidan supplement, is the only one that was 98 or 99% fukoidan. Everyone else was 5%, 1%, or 0. So if you're looking for a good supplement, it should be made in Okinawa. I am producing my own fukoidan supplement right now because I know the only manufacturer in Okinawa. There's only one, of fukoidan. Okinawa is really small. Okinawa is a very small island. There's not enough room for all these manufacturers. So it's like all very, very limited. That's why, if you're wondering, that's why fukoidan supplements from Okinawa are expensive. You can only make a limited amount. There was only one manufacturer who can, again, only make a limited amount. Anyway, those are my suggestions. These are the effects I had on my body. Please comment or message me or email me, whatever way you want, and tell me how fukoidan has affected you. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I had inspired you to take some fukoidan supplements if you are feeling that you would like these effects. There are millions of other effects that the fukoidan has on the body. It is very good for your body. Feel free to do a Google search. You'll find lots of health benefits. My name is Christal Burnette. I hope you have a great day. Itashiku unige sabira. Bye!